I can definitely be kind to you, of course, because I'm kind to myself in my internal realms. But I want to see new narratives. It's wild because every person that I've ever dated, and I don't even use that word now because of the connotations of the centuries and centuries of energy that goes into dating. I don't care to be called a girlfriend, and I'm an infinite being. I choose an infinite being as my pronouns because I'm an androgynous energy. Yet we will cling to these titles and these things that we need to so we can come through. But like when I met my brother's latest woman, and that infinite being was like, and people don't realize, we realize, but then we really don't. Like the cognitive dissonance be for real. That baby said, and baby innocent soul. I told him he gonna be my next baby daddy. There's all kinds of energy that pretty much says you don't take care of your child, you're gonna give me shit, and then they are the counterpart of that. So this infinite being projected from her internal world exactly what she was, and so I'm not surprised by what I've seen. Because people will tell you in every moment who and what they are when you are able to trust your innate internal intuitive guidance system. But also, you have to be able to tell you who and what you are and shed that knotness of the taught dogmatic conditionings. Otherwise, you can't see it. You will be just like masked up, faking it until you're making it. Still screaming, I'm free, I'm woke, following along to somebody else's relationship goals or the hustle grind culture that doesn't match your frequency or just these narratives, and we get to grow and expand past that. So is it reciprocal to your energy? Because it is a requirement for my expansion to have reciprocal energy. I pull in every experience. The last experience that I had with that catalyst, I am so grateful. And y'all call them exes. Y'all will talk shit about somebody you dated, but I needed that person so I could grow now. Without that infinite being coming in as I asked them to show up for me and them to then not know how to communicate, it just shows me how far I've come, how much I'm growing, how much I can love myself past top dogmatic conditionings, and just able to hold space for them and their expression and where they're growing, and the fact that I'm growing still. Everything I wanted to do with this infinite being, I'm doing. Longboarding, my sign language, my Spanish, I'm about to be multilingual. And actually, when you have a desire to do something in this human experience, because we're all infinite beings, that's multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul, full of innate magic and creativity, having this human experience, then you allow yourself to expand into your innateness. For me, I honor my innate creativity by calling it that. And if someone calls my innate creativity or something I birth into this reality a project, I am perfectly okay with transmuting, holding space for them to call their reality and what they're making what they want. But for me, my innate creativity, how I speak about myself, the same as if I say that I do not care for the B word, you're not going to call me the B word, whether you call that to your best friend or not. And I've known infinite beings on completely opposite frequency of me, and me say something like that to where they're like, bitch, bitch. And I'm like, I don't want you to call me that. And they're like, okay. So yesterday I had an experience with an infinite being, and they were like, well, the other yay. They feel that they need to dumb down how they speak for other infinite beings to understand them. And I fucking refuse. I've done it all my motherfucking life. I'm a genius of undocumented categories. Whether that makes sense to you or not, that has absolutely nothing to do with me. Just because somebody said it's one thing does not mean that that is the actual innate truth. That is one facet of the truth that they are able to see. So don't allow yourself to get stuck on the surface. We're so much deeper. We're literally multifaceted, infinite, supreme souls full of innate magic and creativity having a human experience. And we're running around here. I'm a bee. I'm a lover. I'm a so many limited little titles when you can be an infinite being. So I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to build a house, and it's going to be wild, and I'm here for it. I'm going to learn how to weld this year. Free of charge! Because guess what? I already bought the machines. We try to force these words into a thing. Hyperplexic autistic beings is not just reading. For me, when they said that, it's a genius of undocumented category. So I am an infinite being of all trades. Kitty J of all trades. I know I am, and I know I can do anything. And so I hang around with infinite beings who know they can do anything. And until I can find those infinite beings who know they can do anything, I'm cool with hanging out with me and my multifacetedness, knowing I can do anything. Anyway, thank you for existing, infinite beings. Wholeness.